Hello, and welcome back to English Podcast with Sam and David. I'm Sam.
And I'm David. Good to be here.
David, today we are talking about Thanksgiving. For someone new to the U.S., this holiday can be a bit confusing. It's huge, but it's not religious like Christmas, right?
That's right. It's actually a federal national holiday. But the story goes way back.
So why do we celebrate it? What is the origin story?
Well, we have to go back to the year 1621. It started as a harvest festival. Think about the first settlers, the Pilgrims coming from England. They had a very hard winter and didn't have much food.
Right, survival was difficult.
Exactly. But the Native Americans helped them. They taught them how to grow corn and catch fish. So when they finally had a good harvest, they had a big feast together to say thank you.
So originally, it was about gratitude for survival and food.
Precisely. It was a moment of peace and sharing between two different cultures. And today, we keep that spirit. It is still about gathering and being thankful.
Okay, that explains the history, but I have another question. Why turkey? Why is this giant bird the star of the show? Why not chicken or beef?
That is a great question. There are a few reasons. First, turkeys are native to North America. They were already here in the forests.
So it was a local food source?
Yes, and secondly, it's practical. Turkeys are huge. One bird can feed a very large family. If you roast a chicken, it's too small.
That makes sense. So the turkey was the perfect size for a village feast.
Exactly. It became the symbol of the holiday. And now you can't have Thanksgiving without it.
Okay, so we have the history and we have the bird, but let's talk about modern times. If you are in the US in November, when exactly does this happen?
It is always on the fourth Thursday of November.
Always Thursday. That's an odd day for a party.
It is intentional. It creates a 4-day weekend for most Americans. It gives people time to travel across the country to see their families.
Listeners, for those of you new to the U.S., you might notice something unusual on the fourth Thursday of November. The streets are empty, the shops are closed. It feels like a quiet Sunday. But if you walk past the windows of the houses, you smell something amazing. The scent of roasted turkey, cinnamon, and apples.
Well, the first thing you will notice is the smell. The cooking starts very early in the morning because a whole turkey takes hours and hours to roast.
It's a slow process. So when do we actually eat? Is it a dinner at 7 p.m.?
Actually, no. This is one of the strangest things for visitors. We call it Thanksgiving dinner, but we usually eat in the afternoon.
So actually, that's lunch.
Yes, but it's a big family gathering. The turkey takes all morning to cook. The host family needs a buffer time. Plus, people want to eat, digest the food, and then watch American football later in the day.
Ah, American football. That makes sense. So does the host cook everything? That sounds like a huge amount of work for the host.
Well, it varies from family to family, but generally the host makes the turkey because it's so big and hard to transport. And the guests often bring the side dishes.
That's nice. It's a team effort. So we can talk about side dishes. Actually, I like side dishes more than turkey. Mashed potatoes, green beans, sweet potatoes, and soft bread rolls. But David, there is one side dish that is the MVP, the most valuable player.
Let me guess, is it stuffing?
Yes, stuffing.
Can you explain what stuffing is to someone who has never tasted it?
Imagine pieces of old bread mixed with spices, vegetables, maybe some sausage, and this is key, turkey juices. Traditionally, it is cooked inside the turkey, so it absorbs all that flavor. It sounds strange, but it is delicious.
Okay, the food is ready. Everyone sits at the table. Does everyone just grab the food?
Well, of course, how the meal is eaten can vary from family to family, or depending on the setting.
That makes sense. Every house has its own rules.
Exactly. But generally, the father of the house stands up to slice the turkey, which is called carving, and distributes it to the people.
Ah, carving. So he cuts the meat for everyone.
Yes, it is usually done like a performance while everyone watches. It is the official start of the meal.
So, the father has carved the turkey. It looks beautiful on the platter. But Sam, I have to be honest, there is a small problem with turkey sometimes.
What is that?
Well, because it is so big and stays in the oven for hours, the meat can sometimes get a little dry. That is the cook's biggest fear.
Right. Nobody wants dry meat. So, how do we fix that?
We have a secret weapon. It is called gravy.
Ah, yes, gravy. Can you explain what that is for our listeners?
It is a thick brown sauce. It is actually made from the turkey juices that come out while it is roasting. It is salty, warm, and delicious.
So you poured over the turkey.
You pour it over everything. The turkey, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing. It saves the meal. It makes everything moist and flavorful.
We talked about food too much. I think I'm getting hungry and even smell all the delicious food. I think I love this family meals, being together with family and friends, sitting around the table, passing the dishes from hand to hand.
Yes, it's not just eating, it's connecting.
Exactly. You constantly hear phrases like, "Can you pass the stuffing, please?" Or, "Here, take the rolls."
It creates a circle of sharing around the table. It makes you feel that you are all in this together.
I love that image. The food connects everyone. But after eating all that heavy food and gravy, what happens next?
Then comes the food coma. Everyone is too full to move. The host usually moves to the living room to turn on the TV.
Is there something special on TV?
American football. But honestly, for many people, the game is just background noise while they take a nap on the sofa.
That sounds like the perfect ending. Well, almost the ending, because we haven't talked about Friday yet.
Ah, yes, the leftovers. We put the extra food in the fridge, and the next day we make turkey sandwiches. Some people say the sandwich is even better than the dinner.
I agree. To everyone listening, whether you are celebrating or just learning, we hope you have a great meal with people you love.
See you next time on English Podcast with Sam and David.
Before we finish today, let's make sure you are ready for your Thanksgiving dinner.
That's right. We used some special words today. Now it is time for our shadowing section.
It is very simple. We will say the word and a short sentence. You listen and then repeat exactly what we say. Copy our pronunciation and speed.
Are you ready? Let's go.
First word, feast. Feast. This means a large special meal with many different dishes.
Thanksgiving is a big feast.
Next word, carving. This is the action of cutting a large piece of meat into slices.
The father is carving the turkey.
Next, stuffing. This is the mixture of bread, spices, and vegetables, usually cooked inside or with the turkey.
The stuffing is made of bread and spices.
And the sauce? Gravy. This is a thick, brown sauce made from the hot juices of the cooked turkey.
Please pour some gravy on my potatoes.
The action at the table, to pass. This word has many meanings, but in this situation, it specifically means to hand food from one person to another.
Can you pass the corn, please?
And finally, leftovers. This is the food remaining after the meal is finished. Sam loved eating leftovers on Friday.
We love eating leftovers on Friday.
Great job, everyone. Now you have the vocabulary to survive the holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the food and the football.
See you in the next episode of English Podcast with Sam and David. Bye.